Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News, friends. We have Bitcoin at around 65,000 American dollars, and we're looking at Ethereum right now, friends. I think Ethereum is going to start to take center stage. I really like how we came down with Ethereum. This is a 3-day chart. We came back down and we poked below this red candle, and now we're back inside. So, of course, this is the PulseChain sacrifice wallet price of 3,800. Bitcoin's at 65K. We are really waiting to see, are we actually going to continue the friendship prophecy where we do blockchain backers little ABCD thing and we just do this and we just basically go far upwards, friends, and hopefully with that we get more pumps in altcoins. I'd like to remind you that the Bitcoin halving is now officially done now, and there's no more Bitcoin narratives. There you go. And let us play some nice pump music, because this is pretty much the 4-year cycle repeating. Yes, friends, I know look, we have our theories, left translated, dark prophecy, all these, and I'm looking at everything. I'm like, well, there hasn't been anything to basically tell us that the 4-year cycle isn't happening, except Bitcoin's correlation with the stock market happened with a burst earlier than normal. The stock market has just shot up. So, yeah, man, look, I know a lot of people, by the way, I know that little thing, everyone says that changes everything. Does it change everything? No. It means we are just correlated with the stock market. So look, friends, just to let you know, man, the polls, it's a split. It's split every way. It's split literally. A third believe, left translated. It's around 35%. 35% believe 4-year cycle. And then only 30%, so the least amount of people, it's barely at least, but it's still the least, believes we might just run all through 2025. We might actually just extend it. Maybe into like the first quarter of 2026. That's possible, okay? If you've been paying attention, friends, I've made this post as well, warning extremely bullish. Go back, I know a few videos ago, friends, I just released it, by the way, warning extremely bullish. Now, when your friend Tommy does this, I'm like, man, I know, I see an inverted yield curve. I see the Russell 2000 not expanding. I see all these. I see the bug eaters. And I'm looking at everything, and I'm like, man, oh man, I see all these. I know something's coming. However, I can't deny the fact that we now have 2 strong data points of we're all going to be insanely rich in the next few years. 2 strong data points. One of them, yes, it's Richard Hart. He owns a token. So, I mean, take for that what you, I know, you never heard it like that. Yeah, he owns a token. Of course, he's going to say 240K Bitcoin, but that is an important point, because the crowd consensus is 120K. Remember, I told you, friends, I go, look, I go back watch my videos. I said, look, we're either getting 80 to 100 or 240, you know, or over 200. That's it. We're not getting this 120. So we have to prepare. What if it's the 80 scenario? And that's why I said, okay, 2 years ago, we just got to go basically all in. Just go all in. Sell your car, steal your kidney, sell one of your fluffy slippers, right? This is the type of mentality we use to go, well, we're just going to go super aggressive. And that's pretty much what we want. Not let's do leverage, not do any of that. But yes, I mean, some people did. But that's how we're going to progress through this. And now we've got here, so friends, what if we were getting the dark prophecy scenario? It, by the way, it can still happen. We don't know. We can still stop at 80K this year, by the way, and then drop hard in the next 12 months and only rally next year. That's still possible, friends. Any scenario can happen. It's just that, be careful of your leverage, okay? We're going to pay attention close. Our friend Armadillo, right? Armadillo, optimistic scenario, 270K Bitcoin, Ethereum, 29K. So shout out to Ivan the Great. Shout out to Ivan for having his friend Armadillo. So I know Ivan was like, man, this guy predicted the top to the tick. 69K, 4,700. Now, here's the thing, friends. Blockchain backer did as well, but he was just using fib extension stuff. And then, like, this is how I knew this was, friends. This is how I knew, okay, he's got some magic here, because our friend Armadillo from Yield Nest, okay, he won't even tell us how he got it. He won't tell anyone. And I'm like, okay, he's got some little magic here. But here's the thing. This is the part, friends. Okay, if you probably saw how he got it, you're like, oh, that's no magic. That's not magic. That's not magic. Some weird discorrelation, some factor. You know what I mean? That's usually what it turns out. But just that it remains this mysterious number. It would be great if actually, it'd be funny if he becomes the sort of main character at the very, very end. That'd be funny. So I've got to remind you as well, yeah, that means basically we didn't really diminish. But it's kind of perfect, right? If this cycle we all expect to diminish, right? Remember, friends, you know, last cycle we didn't expect to diminish much. We diminished heaps, okay? In this cycle, we're all expecting to diminish. It'll be funny if we just do the exact same returns from Bitcoin's all-time high as last cycle, which is about a 3x. 3 to 4x, which is about 220, 270K Bitcoin. So it's like it's exactly the same return as the next. And then probably in the cycle after this one's done, everyone's going to say, guess what? We didn't diminish in the last one, so we're not going to diminish again. And then we do diminish hard. It's funny. That's what we might end up seeing. So I'm going to show you the Bitcoin dominance as well, friends. Bitcoin dominance going down. Of course, everyone just sees his Bitcoin dominance go down, but really the power of Bitcoin dominance, yeah, it's a chart. It's just the inverse of ETH BTC, the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. And this is the chart right now. You know, I bring this up every single day, friends. I can't tell you how important this chart is. I mean, I do tell you, right? It's that, look, the weekly number we got to get above is 0.06 now. So it's super important that we just start making our way up. We need more time, of course. We just got to see Ethereum making its way up. Now, you don't even need it to go up here. You just need this thing to start going like this. That's it. Once it starts going like that, you know, money's coming back into Ethereum, and then people start to disperse. But of course, the full story won't be told here. So these Bitcoin dominance, friends, believe it or not, okay, your friend Somi has been talking about it since like I got into crypto, because what I started doing is macro stuff during the bear market events. You got so much time. I looked at gold relative to the stock market. You know, learning all these numbers, understanding these numbers. Gold is 10 trillion. It's more now. It was around 10 trillion, and stock market's 100 trillion. So if you look at gold's dominance versus the stock market, it's only 10%. But it used to be more. It's that the stock market is people are pretty much storing value in the stock market more over time. It kind of makes sense, right? Because, you know, different companies accumulate stuff, businesses, things that are solidified network effects, okay, over time in the stock market index. So it's kind of fascinating how humans, we've been doing that. And someone like Peter Schiff is saying, no, you're all doing it wrong. It's all going to collapse. But humans slowly, friends, even Ray Dalio talks about this, okay? We improve 1% every year. It's like human capital. We get more efficient. We get more smart. Our IQ just slowly, we just raise the bar a bit every single year. And this compounds a lot over time. So Bitcoin dominance going down, friends, is actually the crypto industry getting healthier. Do you understand that? Healthier. So many people like Max Kaiser will say, no, it means more people are doing sin and chasing yield in crypto. No. It means people are finding out ways through the power of competition and free markets. They're finding out ways to retain value in the altcoins. That's what we want. You know, Ethereum, best example. You know, you're using the gas from the Ethereum token. And by the way, Ethereum's like Ethereum's like one of the only big profitable things we have in crypto. Ethereum is like insane. It's the, you know, Bitcoin's not even profitable. It's paid in the expenses. Everything else, Solana, is not profitable. It's paying out from its expenses done through inflation. So the amount of money coming in is not enough. It's still all net expenses. They need the fees. It basically has to be a company, right, selling decentralized block space. And Ethereum can do that. Ethereum actually is doing that. It's making hundreds of millions of dollars. It's net profits. The only one in the green. Everything else is red. It's beautiful to see. Now, there's also been controversy, friends, in Matty Allen's project, which I've actually just recently uploaded, okay? So it takes center stage. So he's running another sacrifice project, and I'm just going to tell you like something like controversial. And I mean, if you're listening from an outsider, it's not that controversial when you look at it, okay? So the sacrifice, you can see like there's low likes to views ratio. I hope it changes, but like I just want to like remind everybody, just go easy on Matty. Go easy on him, because I've got to remind you, Matty Allen has done, remember friends, Matty has never always said nice things about it. I don't really care. I'm just telling him, being honest. He did the right thing by Richard Hart, the founder of the community. Okay, so Matty staked long term. He delayed gratification. He did not dump or run away. Okay, he has not done any of that. He even ran conferences for HEX and PulseChain every year. He only recently started taking donations for it and sponsors, and people like, it was very controversial. And then I went out once again. I defended him and I said, guys, look, I've got a perfect example here. Dick Cherry. So Dick Cherry dumped $16 million of HEX. Okay, he didn't shill or promote it. He won the lottery fluke shot. He dumped 16 million bucks. He worked at Coinbase, didn't help with the listing. Like, friends, honestly, how much of a grifter and an ungrateful person are you to take $16 million from a community, watching everyone do their thing, walk away and not give a cent? Like, wow, you are a special type of evil. Like, you are full-on sociopath at that. Like, friends, imagine I gave you 16 million bucks, man. 16 million bucks. You're watching everybody get excited, and he's just like giving the middle finger on the outside. Man, I'm telling you right now, I know how the world works. There's some bad curses coming to this dude, man. I'll watch. Friends, Dick, if you're listening to this, dude, get every single religion out. Get the Buddha statue. Get the candles out. Go to freaking countries and religions you don't even know. Get all the good luck charms, because you're going to need it, man. Because he's going to have skulls and stuff flying around his house. And like the windows are just going to be opening and closing and stuff. Man, that's crazy. You took 16 million bucks and you walk away and give nothing. Nuts. Okay, cursed himself for karma. Bad life. Okay. On the other hand, you have Matty. So Matty didn't dump for $16 million. Okay, Matty didn't do that. And friends, even Matty is selling his car because he didn't want, friends, instead of dumping all his bags, Matty sold his car. Just telling you, you know what I mean? So the thing is, right, if anyone's looking on the outside, they'll just say, well, it just seems like a case of maybe HEX's store of value didn't live up to its promises. Pretty much, I mean, you're like, oh, duh, I can see 98% down. Yeah, sure, of course you can. Okay, so I'm speaking up for him because no one else will speak about it because it's very delicate. So I have to like interject here and just say, people aren't going to speak up about these nice things for it. So on one hand, you have everyone saying, not another token, not another project, not a sacrifice. I get you, man. I agree. But on the other hand, people can't really defend him when they should because it would implicate themselves to be anti-Richard Hart looking, okay? Because, like, let's be honest, right? He's only doing it because he didn't dump. If he dumped, he would be out of the community. He listened to Richard. You understand? He listened to Richard. It's a store of value. Go back, watch the HEX movie. I told you thousands of times. Even Richard in the HEX movie is like, don't worry, we're going to go down for 6 months and you'll be doing really well after that. Nope. 3 years later, still suffering, and it doesn't run its by itself, okay? So, look, friends, HEX and every other project besides Bitcoin fails the bus test. The bus test is if the founder gets hit by a bus, project's pretty much finished. Okay, yeah, it's like not killed per se, it still trades, but yeah, it just diminishes over time. You get Litecoin, okay? That's what you get. You get Litecoin. So every other project, once again, let me repeat that again. Every single coin in crypto besides Bitcoin fails the bus test, okay? If Vitalik gets hit with Ethereum, guess what, friends? Yeah, they're going to say, don't worry, run ourselves. Yeah, Ethereum will probably do okay, but I'm telling you, within 10 years, yeah, it's going to be, there's no thought leader there. You need a thought leader. Friends, Vitalik does a lot in the background. Okay, friends, he's going around playing with like anime girls and stuff, like popping balloons in Japan and walking Shiba Inu dogs in the parks. Yeah, he's doing that on the side, but he's a freaking 4,000 IQ genius alien. He reads something once, he's like, okay, this is the future. Do you understand that? I mean, Richard Hart calls him a genius, okay? So let's look at this cute Peppy just to change things up with his cute pumpkin. Look how cute he is, by the way. Okay, so that's why I'm just speaking up, Matty. Just go easy on him, friends. Don't go too hard because at the end of the day, he did the right thing, okay? Because now, just to let you know, there's new gaslighting marketing strategy where it's people saying, forget the past 3 years, which you should, but forget the past 3 years. Let's focus on this recent 20% pump from the low of what happened. So, friends, this is just, we got to do marketing and optics. I know, but I don't care about that, okay? Because I know greed is going to overpower everyone no matter what I say right now. What I say is that type of thinking is going to get you absolutely murdered, okay? You only succeed when you are bubbling up with rage and anger and you are consumed by the losses so much that it never leaves your mind, okay? You go back and look at the greatest traders, friend, Paul Tudor Jones, every single of the greatest investors, even Warren Buffett, okay? The ones where they get crushed, they never, ever, ever forget it, ever. Biggest traders, biggest investors, they get destroyed. A lot of them, friends, a lot of best traders, right? They lose everything. They go to zero. They get liquidated, bankrupted. And they never forget the narratives. They never forget that. And they go on and they smash it. So I just want you to know this, man. This was a costly price to play, wasn't it? 3 years. But, you know, Richard, he tried. You got to give him a hand of applause, man. He tried so hard. He delayed the launch. He delayed the bear market. He did all these things. He had a game theory, staking, lockup, all this stuff. Didn't do anything. Literally did nothing. Crazy, right? Did absolutely nothing. In fact, he's even using a $650 million sacrifice fund to start throwing in money, and the market still rejects. It pretty much markets, you know, the market, friends, just to let you know, the market's basically called his bluff. Yeah, that's what pretty much, when the market rejects PulseChain, which is what I've shown you on this chart. Okay, so on this day, friends, literally on this day, he injects $14 million up here. I'm sure it's $14 million, and we go up, and then we reject back down. Just $14 million just went in on this day. I think it was total 20 for the whole period. 6 million was up like this, but we're going up with Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? And then $14 million couldn't do anything. So the market's basically said, I mean, you want to see how aggressive this is, how aggressive it comes back down after that. Ouch, 77%. So yes, the market's called his bluff. The market basically goes, we don't think you're going to spend all the funds. We think you're trying to bait everybody, so we're just going to keep dumping on you. That's the market, man. That's why you can't fight it. And recently we saw pHEX, right, go above 1 cent, but now it's actually come back down. You can see this, it's back below 1 cent. It's actually, friends, that's actually atrocious just to see that. But like, we can't even hold 1 cent. Like, let's just show you these things, man. I told you they take time. This was normally like 50 to 70 days, 50, 70 days. This is the daily, by the way, the daily super trend. So, you know, maybe between May, I don't know, man. But I'll put on a weekly chart just to show you, everyone, friends, like we're down from the top. We're down 98.25%. And here you are looking at like see this tiny green candle. This is what everyone was going nuts over. Everyone was going, hey, show the bubbles. Yeah, man. Like everyone knows, man. Like meme coins, friends. Meme coins don't go 40% and then just drop down. They go 40 and then 40 and then 40 and then 40. You know what I mean? Because there's no weak hands in there. That's what I tell you. Cycle 1 stuff has a new element about it. Now let's change it up, friends. This is actually interesting. Bitcoin recovers from its zone, but then it hits $100 for a transaction on its chain. Yes, the actual Bitcoin chain. It's crazy, right? Let me show you the pictures, okay? I've shown many pictures here. Look at this guy. Total cost $244 for this. This guy paid a $144 fee to send a $100 transaction. So, like I just told you, everyone's wait, what's happening? Okay, because Bitcoin, they're launching runes, they're doing all this stuff. So basically, friends, they've just found like really slow, crappy, inefficient ways to try to launch application stuff for Bitcoin. Really slow, using a different method. Even it's like really, friends. It's kind of like, okay, we have a car. Okay, so the car is Ethereum. Okay, but you are so anti-cars. What we've done is we've got a skateboard, which is Bitcoin now, and now we're gonna put like a jet, like a jet rocket on the back of it, and then we're gonna give you like a freaking helmet, and then like big Kevlar suit. You know what I mean? Like that's literally what Bitcoin is. They're trying to put a rocket on a skateboard. Like, bro, you're a skateboard. You're literally a skateboard, and it seems like, woo. That's why, friends, over time, everyone's just gonna be like, why don't I use a skateboard to do this? Okay, but it's opening the minds, friends. That's why. See, friends, you know, like years ago, Bitcoin, it didn't even need to entertain the thought, everyone in Bitcoin as a maxi, didn't even entertain the thought of altcoins because they're like, oh, we're going to win forever. But now you can see everyone coming in, everyone wants to participate. Bitcoin ordinals just erupted, the JPEGs and the NFTs and stuff. So a lot of people been playing around on like Bitcoin runes and stuff here and there, but a lot of these things, you know, it only leads one way. It leads to more wallets that support more chains. And if they support more chains, guess what? People are going to be playing around in EVM, Ethereum land, and of course, Solana land, wherever the money is, wherever the memes are. Also want to remind you something I forgot to show you, friends. This is poop. This is the pHEX to Pulse ratio, okay? You see that big wick where the big arrow is? You're like, oh, man. Like, that one was fully green just yesterday. So it's just kind of show you, like, here I am going, wow. Some guys are really desperate to exit Pulse, pHEX. They're exiting pHEX. That's crazy. That's a 3-day wick, man. Oh, you don't want to see a 3-day wick on a daily and stuff, but going towards the 3 days and the weeklies, that's tough, okay? So I'm still leaving this box here. You see this green box? I'm still leaving it there. And I still think, I'll just be honest, okay? If I show you the actual ratio, which is we're on a live chart now, okay? Look, oh, man, that's nuts. That's ugly, okay? Oh, man, that's ugly. Yeah, so hopefully this thing, I don't know, turns around. But look, you see down here, this is a ratio of under 100. So it's between 60 to 100. Like, for some reason, friends, look, I just feel like the market wants to just store more value in Pulse. It's a layer 1 chain. Like, HEX is a DeFi altcoin. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Everyone, think about it. Okay. Let's forecast the next. So PulseChain probably has 200,000 unique people. There's about 13,000 daily active users. Okay. Let's say we go from 200,000 to 500,000 people who now hold it. I'm just guessing. If you got to bet, okay, do you think on average they're going to earn more Pulse or more HEX coming in? Okay. I feel like, just personally, that they've all heard about HEX. Okay. It doesn't do anything for them. I feel like those new people, when a chain has more users, they're coming in for the meme coins, which means the taxes will be buying and burning PulseX, whether they like it or not. And naturally, they'll be liquidity linking with Pulse and they'll be buying Pulse. That's their story value. That's what I think on average would happen, you know, but I mean, it's up to the market. Pulse could, pHEX could always just snap up. It's got thinner liquidity, but friends, like you can have thin liquidity, thick liquidity. It doesn't matter because, like, for example, okay, if I have a door of a house and let's say I'm in a party, okay, and I make let's say I break down the door, okay, and then actually while everyone's partying in the house, I make the doors 4 doors wide. I make a huge door, okay. If the party's good, no one's leaving. It doesn't matter. No one's leaving, okay. What about if that door, I change it and I made it like a really tiny, almost doggy door thin type of door where you have to like shimmy for the wall to get out. Okay, like a really hard to get out, or a window, okay? Do you think that if the party's good, people are going to want to leave still? No, it doesn't really change anything. But that's liquidity. What I've just told you is liquidity. So if you make the liquidity of something, let's say there's a coin and people want to exit. Whether you make the liquidity thick or thin, it doesn't actually change the fundamentals of the project itself. You know, it just basically the exits, you just think over time, if the liquidity is thinner like it is in pHEX, that more people would have gotten out. But what we've actually found, these friends, there's a lot of sharks who just lurk. They just wait and they act as resistances when the prices go up. So we'll see what happens. Got to remind you as well, grifters are trying to spark a new narrative in Bitcoin Rune. So friends, there might be more stuff coming in Bitcoin. Just pay attention to it. I've just noticed, I'm like, look, here's the thing. You're probably like wondering, like, wait a minute, we saw the grifters talk about, like, you know, the Solana and the Coinbase and the stuff was going on there. Now it's Bitcoin Runes. Yeah, pay attention to it. I'm just telling you now, this arc, right, it hasn't had a reset yet. Do you understand? So that is still part of the same kind of narrative thing, okay? Where like, oh, no one's scared. Where's the new thing going to be? Everyone still thinks it's continuing from the old. So once the crowd's in, everyone still keeps like assuming, hey, the next thing is going to be just what the previous thing was. And they're always wrong. They're always wrong. Just like, okay, there was Shibarium last year, Arbitrum DeFi. I remember Arbitrum, you're off the chain now pretty much, even though it's really healthy, by the way, but there's no meme coin season. There's no new narrative and stuff moving around on there. So that's just something just to be mindful about. You also saw Crypto Banter, friends. They finally launched their coin, which I'm going to show you right now. But I was asleep for it too. It's around $45 million of market cap. So here it is right now. So I don't know what the price is here. So I mentioned in this post, it could trade as low as 15 million market cap or up to like $500 million. Okay, 500 million. It really can, because it's people in meme coins that have on their way to a million YouTube subs. Now, a lot of people misconstrued what I said. They just think, oh, it's not going to gap up, open, and just dumb down. I'm just telling you, with these coins, just know what you're trading, okay? You're trading, obviously, a meme coin. You just know that. So, and secondly, but here's the thing, man. Honestly, they're going to support it, the whole bull market. Of course, they got the biggest channel. You know what I mean? So, of course, it's going to be okay. Just think about a good deal. That's what I'm just telling you, friends. So, 45 million, not that bad, actually. Not that bad. However, you're playing for Solana, all right? You're literally playing for Solana. I want you to know that. So, if the next season is not Solana, what are you going to do? You're going to just keep holding this gummy? Well, here's the thing, man. Maybe you can, because Rand's got a very, very, very powerful network. One of the biggest powerful networks in crypto. Okay, going on to like towards 1 million users. People are going to be like watching the channel and listening. Okay, so that's something just to keep you mindful about. However, what if, look, you can't allocate to everything. You have to take nicer bets. So on average, when I like to buy low, if something went, friends, from, you know, 10 billion market cap, now it's 2 billion. Yeah, it's cheap on the chart. But I still know, hey man, market cap matters, liquidity matters. From 10 billion to 2 billion. Personally, I would rather dig deep into the altcoin trenches and go, you know what? This thing, like for example, Harry Potter Obama used to be 250 million market cap. Now it's down to 60 million. See what I mean? So same discount, same stuff, and lower market cap. So it's something to just be mindful about. Because you want to know, okay, you want to allocate lottery tickets. How big can something grow? Because, you know, really, I mean, PulseChain's got the perfect example. So you're buying Tangang 5 million, Dick with Bart 3-4 million, 1 million. You see, I mean, these are easy, freaking easy, man. I'm telling you right now, friends, once everyone starts coming in, you're not going to find anything for 10 million. You're just going to be, I'm going to pretty much be like, guys, I'm reporting stuff to you. I honestly have no idea what to do, because we're just like, that's it. We don't know what to do now. The do now is to chase the crowd and hope you just don't get wrecked. With everyone else, it's just like, okay, sweet. Now you just let everything go and grow. So last things, friends. Firstly, enjoy this cute peppy. Enjoy this cute peppy. Also, altcoins are ready, bringing on the friendship in May. Even though May is bad every year, it might be good for altcoins this time, just like how September 2023 turned out surprisingly good. Do you remember last year? I was like, guys, man, we all expect September to be red, specifically because it was red. It was kind of interesting. There was no narrative for September, except that September's bad every year. And then we had the dump every year, and we're like so depressed. And then like that actually formed the bottom and continued up from there. So back to this Bitcoin chart, friends. What I've just seen, what everyone's basically drawn is there is a fractal from Bitcoin back in 2017, where basically, friends, it either does this like that and then continues up, or it could even come back down. But either way, it doesn't really matter about this short-term stuff. Either way, they basically just got everything going up for May and then actually like rocketing, which would be very cool. However, this is where we just got to be mindful of this, okay? On this Bitcoin chart, friends, okay, the same people doing this, it's possible Bitcoin goes up, can't rally, okay, with the altcoins, because remember, altcoins, they need a time up, and then we come back down, fake everyone out, go back up. So just be careful with Bitcoin and playing around with leverage, and don't do it at all. I'm just telling you, all the money's in altcoins. There's plenty more opportunity out there. Also, friends, I'm just, while I was scrolling, I'm just scrolling through some posts here. Look, don't buy this coin. Don't buy this coin. I'm just being honest. It made me laugh. James Bong 420. Friends, what are we doing? You know, in crypto, this is what blew my mind. You know, in markets, oh, they're efficient and they know how to price something. In crypto, everyone knows, okay, we are just long this thing for this one period of time. And when the calendar ticks over, it's not cool anymore. And we all know it, but we're going to do it anyway. That's what just blows my mind. Like, I laugh, I cry with laughter. I'm like, we all know, everyone in it knows this thing has no narrative. Literally one calendar day after, everyone's like, screw it, I'm going in anyway. Oh man, I just can't believe it. Friends, we're going to kill it. We're going to do really well. And also, just quickly, friends, more back onto the PulseChain stuff before I continue. Just looking at Maddie Allen's PulseChain sacrifice, because I'm just scrolling here, made me realize, like, if your friends saw me, friends, I can't, like, if everyone out there, they're all waiting for me. They think I'm gonna launch a big grift. They think I'm gonna launch a token. I'm gonna go dump on it. That's, everyone's just waiting for it. They're waiting, because they're just like, it can't possibly be that. Habib, I'm speaking to everyone here. Okay. For the pro Richard Hart PulseChain Maxi people, don't worry about what I say, okay? Greed will overpower everybody. Yeah, I sound smart now because you're all rational. Once Richard starts throwing the carrot on the stick and maybe he comes out streaming and the green candles are here and Richard's like, best performing asset, best performing asset, best performing asset. And you're like, no, it's not. And he's like, correction, best performing asset of the past 4 hours. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, yeah. Once all that brainwashing starts appearing, I'm a nobody right now, but I'm like becoming literally a fart in the wind, friends. A fart in the wind, and there's an aeroplane turbine going on behind. That's how irrelevant I am. Greed will overpower everything. Friends, every single time there's going to be a green weekly candle and everyone's going to be like, but Sami said we can't do 1000x. And I'm like, oh, they jinxed it again. So don't worry, they're all going to come. That's the pro Richard Hart Maxi people. Don't worry about anything I say. For everybody else, yes, you have to have your wits very, very sharp when it comes to these. And also know that, okay, what I say, you know it's true. Because, like, they're waiting for this. They want me to do a sacrifice. They want me to launch the token so they can all go, we told you, he's a grifter. We told you. This was the plan the whole along. No. Buy low, sell high. I mean, friends, you've seen it. Like, we buy low, sell high. Oh, these things are going up. Okay, we'll just hold to the bull market. That's how it happened last time, okay? So it is what it is. Are people going to go extra hard on Maddie? Because, we'll see, man. But yeah, back to it. And back to, friends, what I really want to show you. This is Bitcoin's 4-year cycle. See this red part? This is our cycle now. And then the orange is the 4-year fractal. Now, that's the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle, but it's interesting just to see it like right on track, man. Crazy. This is the ROI. Isn't that nuts if we get something like that? Or do we get it? Look, I don't know. Hopefully we do. I'm going to finish the chart with you, showing you all the cycles together. This beautiful chart. See the yellow line, friends? That's the Mt. Gox Ponzi one. That's the one, okay? And yeah, I know, you're looking at this number, like, wait a minute. We landing at $1 million? Nah, probably not. I don't know, like, maybe we get something like here. Maybe we get something like here. Or Mr. Armadillo, just to confirm for you, friends, he believes the Bitcoin and Ethereum, it will be more of a super cycle. He believes it will have these bursts sideways. It's actually, what he's describing was the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle, the one from 2015 to 2017. Okay, which is interesting, right? So the bear market in there is a big exchange collapsing. Everyone thinks crypto is just a full Ponzi, which has happened in 2015, 2017, and we just go up only. And Bitcoin just glides and glides and glides. And then it traps everyone at the very, very end. Let's see if it happens. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you soon.